Reports are that Tottenham and Manchester United scouts are appearing to watch Denmark's Nations League match with Austria on Monday night. So ultimately, we're going to talk about Christian Eriksen's future. Tottenham, Manchester United. Could you see him return to Tottenham? Could you see him going back there, Gabs?
I think he's got a relationship with Conte, hasn't he? He was his manager at Inter Milan, so that's an option for him. But maybe he won't want to go back to a club that he's already been at. You know, the way he left as well wasn't great. I'm sure he's got so many options, you know, and talk about Manchester United, but I don't know, maybe he can do better than Manchester United, Ali.
Who needs him at the moment, do you think, Ali?
Well, Brentford for a kick-off, but I think the first thing you've got to say, isn't it just magic that we're having this conversation? That's the first thing you've got to say after what we all witnessed. I mean, it's one of these situations, I'll never forget it, sitting on my couch watching it, and you actually fear the worst. So the fact that we're back having this conversation is wonderful. And he's such a talent, man. He obviously went to Brentford and I wouldn't say turned them around, but certainly added to what they had. They were having a very, very good season. I think they turned into an excellent season. So I think I've gone on record as saying on numerous occasions, Gabby, I actually don't think Tottenham have replaced them.
No.
You know,
Ali, I think he makes every team better.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine playing with him, Ali. The runs he could make. He's finding you anywhere on the pitch.
Yeah. He's a wonderful passer of the ball, great vision. He sees it's just an all-round good footballer that could get a game in most teams in the top flight. In fact, he'll walk into most teams in the top flight.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this Brazilian then? Is he leaving Manchester?
Great run into the penalty area, plays it low, and it's turned in by Gabriel Jesus. Manchester City have a third just before half-time, finished off by Gabriel Jesus.
Okay, Gabriel Jesus, he's been linked with a move to Arsenal this summer, but apparently Real Madrid and Chelsea, they're also keen on pursuing a deal for the Manchester City striker in the upcoming window.
They have to get him. They have to get him, Arsenal. Yeah, they have to. He's the perfect striker for Arsenal. You know, Odegaard in behind, finding his little runs that he likes to make. Then you've got Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, Smith Rowe available. Get Tielemans in as well in that midfield with Partey and Odegaard. It just looks a lot more better for Arsenal, doesn't it? And they need that striker. They can't rely on Nketiah next season. And he's going to be hungry. He's going to want to, play football as well. Laura, the World Cup's coming up in October, November. He's going to need to be playing football, and he's guaranteed that at Arsenal.
It's a funny one. I agree with the Nketiah statement. I think he will develop into an excellent player. I just don't think he's an out-and-out number 9 to play all the time for Arsenal right now. But I certainly think he'll become a good player. But it's a funny one. I don't know whether you agree, guys. Gabriel Jesus is a funny one. Clearly extremely talented. But I always felt, rightly or wrongly, he was never going to be that Manchester City number 9 out-and-out goal scorer. Maybe it's because he was coming in the shadow of somebody like Aguero, who was absolutely superb, and I thought fitted that bill perfectly. He was as good a player as he was, and his goal return was probably very good as well. I don't know what you thought, Gab, but I didn't think he was going to play. Not that everybody does play every game at Manchester City, but I just didn't think he was. I don't know what.
Well, let's not forget though, Manchester City are probably the best team in the world for me. Do you know what I mean? Like man for man, squad of players. So it's hard for him, isn't it? You're looking at Haaland coming in. Is it Alvarez as well that's coming in, the young lad as well? So he's not going to get the game time, and he'll be the main man at Arsenal, Ali. Yep. You know, like he's going to play every game when fit, and still a top striker, but maybe not at the level that Manchester City need. You know, and I don't see him going to Real Madrid and playing second fiddle to Benzema. I feel like at Arsenal they can pay the wages. Talking about maybe he's on 100 grand a week at Man City, you'll get 200 at Arsenal, so wages won't be a problem. And Arsenal need to improve in that department, and he's the perfect player because next season is going to be even harder to get into the top 4. Yep. Spurs are going to strengthen. Spurs are going to be a better side. You know, other teams are going to improve as well. Look at like the likes of Leicester, no Europe for them. They're going to be demanding to improve. So Arsenal need to get that one over the line as soon as possible.
Okay, go on, Ali, sorry.
Okay, I was just going to say, and finally, could it be a sensational homecoming for this Welsh superstar? Time will tell.
It's an unbelievable goal from Gareth Bale. That is a stunning strike.
He's only been on the field a couple of minutes, but it is a goal of the highest quality that is worthy of winning the Champions League.
So Wales manager Rob Page has told Gareth Bale that he needs to make sure he gets regular football so he isn't undercooked for the World Cup. Now, Cardiff City are reportedly interested. Spurs have ruled themselves out of the race to sign him, according to the Telegraph. Gabby, where's he going to be playing his football? Where could he be playing his football?
I'm not sure. I feel that Gareth Bale is not going to give you the work rate, the pressing. So you can probably say the top teams aren't going to have him in their team because they demand it of everyone, you know, the big clubs. But I'm sure there's a team in the Premier League that will take him. You know, what he can offer, can still score screamers, can still offer something to a team. But do you worry about Gareth Bale that start of October, is he going to have the World Cup on his mind? You know, I'm going to take my foot off the gas, I've got the World Cup coming. That'll come into managers thinking before they sign him.
What, just because you think he might be trying to protect himself?
Yeah, but he will do. You know, it's probably his last chance to play in the World Cup will be. The first time Wales have played in the World Cup for over 60 years. He's going to be thinking, I'm not going full throttle in this last one before the World Cup. I'm going to protect myself. And a lot of players will have that in their mind.
We should take him at Villa.
Put me on the spot there. I think I'll take him, yeah, because Aston Villa, Leon Bailey had his injury problems, not performed. Aston Villa have got options in Coutinho and Buendia, but Bale would offer something different coming from the wide position.
Newcastle.
Rangers, Ali?
Oh, I'd take him all day. Yeah, and I'd give him Monday, Wednesday and Thursday afternoon off to go and play golf at Turnberry and Loch Lomond and Troon. In fact, I'd take him around the golf courses myself as long as he was ready for Saturday.
It is interesting that Gabby said top clubs wouldn't take him and then said you'd take him at Villa. You're saying Villa aren't a top club?
Not in the Premier League at the moment, no. I wouldn't say there was.
Where should Villa be finishing next season, in your opinion?
I think Villa have got to look at what West Ham have done, you know, and what West Ham have achieved and where they've finished in the Premier League the last few seasons, and look to be that team that gets above West Ham into the top 7 positions.
I love how you say that just as our West Ham supporting boss comes into the gallery to cast an eye on how it's going in the studio today.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday morning 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.